Hello all. Let us today learn Lagrange's interpolation formula. In case of the given set of points x naught, y naught, x1, y1, x2, y2, and so on up to some xn, yn. In all, we are given n plus 1 points and not necessarily equally spaced. What we mean is x1 minus x naught need not be the same as x2 minus x1. Maybe, may not be. That doesn't make any difference. So in that case, Lagrange has developed this method of solving. He tries to form a polynomial f of x as x minus x1 into x minus x2 into and so on x minus xn multiplied by a constant a. This constant we are noting as a naught plus x minus x naught into x minus x2 into and so on last x minus xn times constant a1 plus and so on. You might have noticed the pattern of selecting this polynomial. Each time we are taking n brackets. So n times x we are multiplying. It becomes x raised to n. So this is a polynomial of degree n itself. Again, if I see to the second term excludes the point x1. Again, we are having n brackets. So this is itself a polynomial of degree n. We continue this way each time missing one point, and finally we are having x minus x naught into x minus x1 into and so on up to the last but one point. So we call it as x minus xn minus 1 times the constant we are labeling as a n. So this is a polynomial. Let us denote this as equation number 1 and let us proceed. How are these points we have selected? So they match on the given set of points. Meaning, if I put x as x naught, the functional value should match with y naught. That is the condition. So let us proceed. Let us put x equal to x naught here. If I put x equal to x naught, this becomes y naught. So at x naught, the functional value is y naught. And this is equal to, each time I'm putting x as x naught. So this is going to be x naught minus x1, x naught minus x2, and so on, x naught minus xn times a naught. And what about the remaining terms? Each of the remaining terms contains the bracket x minus x naught. So it is going to be 0. Then the value of a naught I can see becomes y naught upon x minus x naught, x naught minus x1 multiplied by x naught minus x2 multiplied by and so on x naught minus xn. Same way, let us proceed with our second point, that is x equal to x1. So when I put x equal to x1, what I am going to get is y1 is equal to f of x1 because it tallies the given set of points. So what this gives you is, again you can check with equation 1. the first term contains the bracket x minus x1. So whenever I put x equal to x1, this is going to get 0. So this term will vanish. Talking of this term, there is no x1. X minus x1 is not there. So this term has to survive. And all the remaining terms will go to 0. So naturally, what do we get? This will be x1 minus x0 multiplied by x1 minus x2 multiplied by and so on x1 minus xn times I get a1. So what is the value of a1? I have got value of a1 is y1 upon x1 minus x0 multiplied by x1 minus x2 and so on. The last is x1 minus xn here. So let us try to compare. See, while talking of a naught, it becomes y naught, meaning the very first point, the functional value of the very first point divided by every time you are having x naught minus the next. The same way, when I'm talking about a1, I'm getting y1 upon x1 minus x0, x1 minus x2 up to x1 minus xn. So each time I'm subtracting the remaining points from x1 here. So in general, I hope we can write. So while going in general, let us change this. You see, if I go to ai, any ith point, what it is going to be? Yi upon the very first point xi minus x0, xi minus x1 multiplied by and so on up to xi minus xi minus 1. So what we are doing is we are subtracting all the remaining points from xi. Then we have to jump to xi minus xi plus 1. And continuing in this way, we finish it with xi minus xn. So this is the pattern. So whatever, and this I varies from 0 because we are counting from 0 the term. So 0 to n. So every time we are getting this kind of thing. So we will be getting capital A naught, capital A1, capital A2 up to capital AN. Now let us substitute them all in equation number 1. So what we get here? F of x is equal to x minus x1 into x minus x2 into and so on. Lastly, you are having x minus xn. All of you can observe here we are missing x naught, and the denominator will contain, because the value of a naught we have got as y naught upon the thing. So y naught is here, and upon what do you get? X naught minus x1, x naught minus x2, and so on up to x naught minus xn plus. Now talking of the second term. Here I have x minus x naught. I am missing x1. So I get x minus x2 up to I get x minus xn, and the value of a1 was y1 upon the terms. So what we are going to get here? This is x1 minus x naught, x1 minus x2 multiplied and so on up to x1 minus xn. And continuing in this fashion, we reached our last term. So last term means we are missing xn. So what do we get over there? X minus x naught, x minus x1 up to but one term, that is x minus xn minus 1. And the value of an is surely yn upon the terms. And the pattern of the terms now is quite clear. From xn, we are subtracting all those terms that you see in the numerator. So xn minus x naught, xn minus x1 multiplied and so on, xn minus xn minus 1. So whatever we are watching on our screen is known as Lagrange's interpolation formula. So this is nothing but Lagrange's interpolation formula. So what is the difference of other methods with Lagrange's? So Lagrange doesn't care about the difference between the terms. It is not necessary that the arguments are equally spaced. X naught, x1, x2 up to xn. They may have any difference. So it doesn't make any difference here. Second thing, you can see while preparing this formula, while deriving this formula, what he does is every term he tries to formulate of degree n. So it is itself a polynomial of degree n. So this way, every time one point missing out of the n plus 1 points, he goes on getting polynomial of degree n each time. So this is the construction. And this polynomial agrees the given set of points. So that helps us in getting the values of the unknown constants over here. And that formulates Lagrange's interpolation formula. That's all.